Coronavirus stimulus offered by House Financial Services Committee creates new digital dollar. What's going on, guys? MK Electric. It's Friday, the 27th of March, 2020. First of all, let's get a check on the numbers. The United States is now the epicenter of the coronavirus. We have outnumbered China. China was at 81,897. We are now at 86,012. Not that I trust the numbers coming out of China, but this is the official count as of the time that I'm shooting this video. 86,012, 1,301 deaths in the United States. As you can see, it is everywhere. Why am I making this video? Did you see what they tried to put into the stimulus package, or what may still be there? Because, see, this thing was supposed to happen on Monday. It's now Friday, and they're still lollygagging around putting money in for crap that has nothing to do with the so-called crisis. Coronavirus stimulus offered by House Financial Services Committee creates new digital dollar. House Democrats include a very forward-looking kind of stimulus, the creation of a digital dollar, and the establishment of a digital dollar wallet. A digital dollar wallet is identified as a digital wallet or account maintained by the Federal Reserve Bank on behalf of any person that represents holdings in an electronic device or service that is used to store digital dollars that may be tied to a digital or physical identity. Here's a secondary article, updated U.S. COVID-19 stimulus bill. Hope not lost for digital dollar. This was on March 24 as well. Like I say, these articles are a few days old, but we haven't really had an update on what's in this bill since they're still lollygagging around with it. Boy, when you tie all this together with Agenda ID 2020, is the alliance of public-private partners, including UN agencies and civil society, as an electronic ID program that uses generalized vaccination information as a platform for digital identity. Tie that in there with the digital dollar. Boy, the New World Order coming together in a nice little package. I'll put links to all this stuff. Let's get into some news. Can you get coronavirus by opening your mail? You say, well, we don't need a digital dollar for the government to distribute this money to the people. They could send me a check. What if they were to tell you that it's spreading through the mail system? Of course, this is just my hypothetical stuff here, and a little bit more hypothetical. What if they told you, well, we could direct deposit it into your bank account, but, the germs, they spread more on credit cards than they do on cash. So we're going to have to implant this chip in your hand so that, you could be protected. Again, just my hypothetical. I'll put a link to this article from a few years ago. What's going on in the background? Well, what's the framework for RFID chips and for all this tracking and stuff? I don't know if you knew this, but Trump signed laws to boost 5G security and broadband availability. This happened on March 24th. I put an article from CNET. Nobody's talking about this. President Trump, your messiah, is pushing the 5G framework. The framework that I believe will be used for RFID tracking of every person in America. I'll put a link to this. Tell me what you think about it. Why have more than 1,300 CEOs left their posts in the past year? This coronavirus. Those of us who believe it was all planned. You got to wonder. This is an article from 2019. From 2019 up through, say, February 2020. Hundreds, thousands of CEOs have left their posts. Do you think maybe somebody knew about this? One of those people was Bill Gates. He's recently stepped down from Microsoft. Bill Gates says coronavirus shutdown could last 6 to 10 weeks if the country does a good job with testing. Bill, don't you mean if the country does a good job with vaccinations? Ain't that what you mean, Bill? Put a link to this article here. Fauci. Now, Monograph talked about this yesterday. The Dr. Fauci, the guy that's up on the podium every day with our President Donald Trump, he actually predicted this. This is an article from January 11, 2017. Fauci says, no doubt Trump will face surprise infectious disease outbreak. Boy, Fauci, it's like you know the future. I'll put a link to this. DOJ asked Congress for indefinite detention powers to fight coronavirus. Boy, if you resist everything that's going on, and we're going to get into the police state aspect in just a second. If you resist, though, they are pushing to have you indefinitely detained. Now, technically under the Patriot Act, they can already do this if they deem you a terrorist. I saw an article this morning talking about anybody doing coronavirus-related crap could be charged as a terrorist. I don't have a link to that, but that's out there. Boy, they want new powers to indefinitely detain people during this crisis. Put a link to that. Let's get into the police state aspect. Down in Florida, they have a new strategy. If they indefinitely detain you, where do you think you're going to go? Maybe to an isolation shelter? Put a link to this eerie article. You could face jail time, $1,000 fine for breaking Murphy's stay-at-home order. I think this is in New Jersey. They're talking about locking people up in New Jersey if you dare break the order. Police break up parties violating Illinois stay-at-home. In Illinois, they are breaking up parties. Out in California, police use drones to enforce quarantine lockdown. Out in Los Angeles, check this out. Mayor announces water and power will be shut off for non-essential LA businesses that don't close. Don't want to close your business down? Well, we'll just turn off your utilities. That's what's going on. Meanwhile, across the pond, you got to keep in mind, this is going on around the world. Down in Australia, new coronavirus shutdown measures are coming into force. This is what they will mean. This goes on to talk about he also foreshadowed far more draconian measures to be applied in the coming days. Lockdown going on over the planet. You know, over in the UK, I'll give you one more article here. North Yorkshire police begin road checkpoints. Show us your papers. That is literally what this situation has become. They're stopping people. If you don't have an excuse, if you don't have some sort of permission to be out, show us your papers. That's what this situation has become. It's very interesting times we're living in. And now they're saying, I guess the UK Prime Minister has tested positive for coronavirus. All these top-level people, you notice that? All of the movie stars and politicians and all these people. You have to wonder, are they just disappearing from the spotlight before something really big happens? I don't know. Anyway, I just want to throw up a video today and give you guys all this. Please tell me what you think about all this information. Tell me what you think about a digital dollar to be tied to your digital and physical identity, along with Agenda ID 2020, your forced vaccination tracking system. It's all coming into view, isn't it? Boy, the crazies don't look so crazy anymore now. Tell me what you think. Please rate this video. Please pass it around. Make people aware of this information. Make people aware of the digital dollar. Get their reactions. Ask them if they think it's a good idea. Would they go along with it? If the government said that's the only way for you to get your stimulus money, would you sign up? You guys take care. Stay safe. Remain vigilant. I will see you on the next one.